Picture a moment of peace. No images in your brain, no sound in your ears, just peace. For Holly, this has been the most she has had to rest in her life, sound asleep with nothing to interrupt her. However, a sound started playing around her, something far too familiar: water. She twitched her ear fins and tried turning over. When she tries, she realizes there is something slowing her movement. She opens her eyes slowly, a thin membrane underneath her eyelids protecting them as she looks to what is going on. Then it hit her. She was underwater. The familiar feeling of something slowing her movement was the water between her fins and webbed hands. Without missing a beat, she bolted upright, realizing she is in a tank. Panicking, she quickly swims to one of the panes. This side was a window looking out into the world. Trying to hold her breath, she sees the next panel, which turned out to be a glass wall, with a doorway on it, but she didn't look carefully at the sign that was placed on it, as she couldn't read it anyway. She quickly turns to the next panel, and there she saw Jade and Joe talking in a room. Holly swam to the panel, banging on the glass. They didn't notice right away, but upon hearing a dull thud, Jade turns to see Holly in a panic. She quickly runs to the panel, gesturing her to calm down. This set Holly off more. Jade raised both her hands to her own neck, pointing at them. On this, Holly covers her neck, but then suddenly stops. She felt something new, her fingers delicately tracing along the new slits she has. Jade then mimed, breathing in heavily and out. Holly took a moment and then breathed out the air she had been holding on to for the past 20 seconds. Then, as if on command, she felt the slits on her neck working something inside. Air. She slowly let her hands down to her sides, feeling the same slits just on the lower portion of her rib cage. She then looked down. She saw bubbles coming out. She then took water into her mouth, and she felt these new components working in her. As the water went into her mouth, she felt slightly ticklish. The water was going down her throat and through the sides of her neck, and any excess worked its way into her lower ribs. The tickling came from a gill structure, the tickling coming from the water going over the new thin membrane-like material that inhabits her body. While Holly didn't know this, she slowly let the process happen. When she realized she is not in danger, a small smile took her face, looking to Jade. Joe had held them, and he put his thumb up. Holly grinned, finally able to do the one thing she's never been able to do before: breathe underwater. Excited, she swam quickly in a figure eight and spun in the water like a mini torpedo. Jade chuckled seeing this, whilst Joe said something that Holly couldn't hear, but by the looks of his lip structure, she believed it to be a wow. Holly swam back to the glass pane, placing her hand on it. Jade pressed her own to it and signaled with her other hand to the door frame she had come across earlier. Holly nodded and swam through it, seeing there was a hatch on the roof and a set of ladders. She pulled the latch and it opened up slowly. As Holly made her way out, she put her head out, the water in her neck ejecting like a stream. Jade knelt down to her and grinned.
Heh, see? No need to panic. You can breathe underwater now. How do you feel?
Holly pushed her lips to an O shape and shot a small stream of water onto Jade. She jolted back a little bit, giggling, whilst Holly burst into a full-on laugh.
It's a good thing I made my components waterproof, isn't it?
Holly got further up the ladder and just wrapped herself around Jade. Noticeably, Jade did not flinch, but a notification popped up in her contact lenses. Nerve ending nullifier, active. A workaround until she can find a better solution.
The pain, it's so low. My hands and feet, my legs. I've never felt such relief before. So much so I didn't even notice with all the excitement of...
Jade put her arms underneath Holly's and pulled her up, sitting her on the side with her.
We had to do a lot to fix your body, and by the sounds of it, it's fixed your voice too. Most of all, your scales. Now, Holly, listen carefully, because you and me need to talk. Joe, you're joining in on this.
Wait, I am?
Yes.
I mean, I am, sure.
2 hours later, Holly is in her new room and is in a custom-built swimming pool, complete with running water, an underwater sofa, and a table that she had her feet on. Joe and Jade were sat on opposite sides of her as they were talking. Holly took in a deep breath and nodded slowly.
I was that far gone. Jesus. But, hold on. This all can't be as straightforward as all that.
Yep, it was. Built you gills, got some help installing them, made sure to test drive the hell out of them, removed the dead scaled, and kept you in seawater. You see, your gills were the tricky part. See, fish gills work by creating a continuous flow of water over blood-rich filaments, which in turn dissolves the oxygen to diffuse into the blood, and the carbon dioxide is filtered out.
Holly nodded, almost looking glassy eyes. Joe chuckled.
That went right over your head, didn't it?
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
Come on.
I have no idea what all those words were, so, I'll take your word for it.
Okay, sweetie, okay. Anyway, so yeah, that giant tank you were in, that's your new personal space, complete with blinds for privacy. Now, you can only stay out of water for 4 hours before you need to soak. I'm trying to work out how to extend that. I'm trying to make you some clothes that can hold water, but one thing at a time.
Indeed. Poor girl just woke up from a long-ass nap. She needs time to come to, maybe eat, get used to her new surroundings.
Yeah, have we got anything to eat? I'm starving.
Jade stood up and walked to the other side of the room and went into the cupboards, grabbing some bits and pieces, and walks it back to Holly.
Here you go, kid. Chow down.
Ooh, thanks.
Right, now that's another point to talk about. You can't digest meat. We're unsure why, but meat is automatically rejected by your body. Until we work out the mechanism, you're going to need to take iron supplements, along with some painkillers to keep your pain in check, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I could have waited till you finished eating, you know?
Hey, give her some time. She's getting her strength back. Speaking of which, maybe we should give her some more time. You know, get some clothes on, work out what she's got in here.
Okay, good point, Joe. Right, Holly? Cupboards, over there, food. In front of you, television. Everything is waterproofed. And there's some of those game thingies.
Consoles. Game consoles.
Thank you. So, you have a few hours to get yourself acquainted with the space, and I'll check back with you in a bit. If you need me, there's an intercom on your wall. Push the big red button, say something, and wait for me to reply, okay?
Okie dokie. But first, come here.
Holly hugged Jade once again, soaking her in water. Jade smirked and held her close, allowing Holly's head to rest on her shoulder.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You relax now. If you fall asleep, I'll check with you later, okay?
Okay.
All right, come on then, Jade.
Hey. You come here too.
Holly sprung up and grabbed Joe in a hug. He smirked, taking it in his stride to hug her back.
What have I done to deserve this?
Just, being here with Ma.
Well, you're welcome.
10 minutes later, Jade and Joe are walking through the downstairs workshop. Jade is leading Joe to a table to a container, and encased in it was the crystal she had found in the blue zone.
Voila.
Hey, is this safe?
Safe? Yes. These smaller ones contain their power much more efficiently compared to the bigger ones.
What do you mean, Jade?
Jade pulled up her life support mask with some of the wires melted into it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the footage I got thankfully remains intact. I'm trying to work out what actually fried my suit, the radiation or the power. But that's not what I wanted to show you yet. Watch this. Here's my phone, yeah?
Yeah?
Now, I jury-rigged... Wait, jury-rigged? Jerry-rigged?
Jade.
I jury-rigged this to the casing. It's a phone charger. Now, pay attention. See this? 17%, right?
Right.
Jade plugged it in and the phone lit up. She put it down on the table and slowly counted to 10. She then disconnected the phone and the power had spiked.
87%?
Yes, now, you see it's darkened the crystal. Never mind, it came back.
A self-regenerating energy source? But how? That breaks all the laws of thermodynamics.
I know! I haven't worked out the exact mechanism yet. But if you look deep into the center, here, use these glasses. You see the ring inside?
Hold on. There, now. What the?
Yeah. My guess is it's this ring that is generating something inside.
A Hadron Collider effect.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard of the Large Hadron Collider? It works on the principles of cycling two heavy ion beams in opposite directions and then slams them together. Scientists did this back in the day to study subatomic particles.
I'm going to read up on that tonight. Seems like I got my work cut out for me.
You've essentially found something that is using those physics, but something else is in play. Have you found other ones the size of this?
Joe, there were thousands, if not millions of ones like these. And even gravel-sized versions that were crunching under my boots. I think that's what fried the circuitry when I made a dash to my truck.
Huh. Jade, this is really dangerous. If these bigger ones are disturbed or ruptured, it could cause an explosion that can't be contained.
Actually, I've already found out the hard way that my safety gear can't survive going that close to the big ones. The mid-sized ones, though, they're containable.
You found an energy source.
One that, if studied properly, we could end the world energy crisis.
Jade places her hand on Joe's, looking to him with the same seriousness as he does for her.
Joe, we can end the crisis. I just need more time.
I can pause the days of you going back in, but I will need to talk to a few people. And what of Evotech? They got some generators coming out soon.
By the time I've got a prototype made, fuck 'em.
They're not going to like this.
Yeah, well, they don't like the fact I'm plagiarizing their work and making robotics safe. What's one more project going to do? It's not like they can sue me.
Jade, this is a dangerous game. You stay in contact with me. You let me know everything you are doing.
What, scared that?
Jade!
She stopped completely in her tracks, staring into him. Joe grabbed her other hand and held them both in front of him.
Everything. Any problems, you call me. Got it?
Okay.
A crash could be heard in the back. Jade, startled, turned to it with blinding speed. She huffed, pulling her hands back.
The hell?
Both of them ran towards the noise. The crashing got louder. It was coming from Jade's truck. As they both leaned in to find the source, they found a pair of legs in jeans sticking out the side of the truck's hood, wiggling lightly as parts were flying out from the inside.
You gotta be kidding me. A poorly kept MX-13? Jesus Christ on a Badger, what the fuck were these guys thinking? Hey! What are you doing to my truck?
The figure stopped and a head popped out, revealing a woman with short black hair, a green top, and oil spilled all on her front and face. She hopped down and looked to Jade and Joe.
Trying to take it off life support. What did you do to this poor girl? What are you talking about? She was just fine until you started throwing things out. Fine? You call this fine? I should have you arrested for vehicle neglect, you curly truck abuser. What? And you? Who be you, big guy?
Joe Rogers, Chief of Police.
Chief, huh? This your rig?
No, it's hers.
Then why ain't you slapping cuffs on her right now? I mean, she might enjoy it, but it'll stop her from continuing to abuse this. All right, that's enough. Who the hell are you to mess with my truck? I'm the one asking questions, whoever you are. You don't even know who I am. Yeah, the owner of the truck. And Limtech Industries, Jade Summers. Oh, cool. My name's Sex Machine. Nice to meet ya.
Jade blinked. Her words wouldn't formulate a retort, too stunned by the absurd proclamation.
All right, that's enough. Tell us who you really are.
Fine. Rachel. Rachel Fairfax.
Fairfax. Oh, I know you. You're Frank's sister, correct?
Y'all trying to insult me? Don't remind me I'm related to him, okay?
Considering his track record, I can't say I blame you.
Then you and me are on the same page, Mr. Chief Person.
I see you have his etiquette.
Just got no time for titles and bullshit. Anyway, I was walking by, saw this bad boy smoking. Literally! The engine's damaged, and wherever it's been, it got all kinds of messed up. I've only been back about 10 hours. What the hell happened? Come here. Come on up. Hup.
Jade, here.
Oh, thank you. Yep. Now, what am I? Oh, Jesus. He ain't gonna fix this, darlin'. He ain't a mechanic. See all y'all pistons? Some of them are cracked. Your fan belt is melted, battery looks like it's on its last legs, and don't even get me started on the motor itself. I mean, MX-13s are tough, but whatever you put it through, it looks like it won, and the engine is still asking for a safe space. All this in the hood. If you tried starting this lady now, it'd probably just roll over and die.
Quite the damage. Looks like you're not going anywhere for a while, Jade.
But I need to get back into the blue zones. I can't just...
Not without protection.
I...
Jade.
Ow! You two married?
No.
What? Hey, calm down, sugar tits. Just asking. Anyways, you two argue like a married couple, but takes the Indian's advice. You're grounded for a while till this can be fixed. Indian?
Indian chief, I think she was going for.
You're sharp. Like it. You and me are gonna get along just fine. And me? All depends. I mean, this'll need to get in the shop. Shit, not sure if it'll fit.
Wait. Shop? We're in my workspace down here.
Yeah, but I don't work for you. I belong to old Slow Fix down the road.
Quick Fix. You're a car mechanic?
Yep. As I said earlier, this girl was smokin', so I came in here before she blew up.
All right. Then you're working for me now.
Excuse me, lady?
225,000 pounds a year. Bonuses, 9 to 5. Raises, and I'll pay for all expenses.
I'll have that in 10s and 20s, please.
I'll sort the paperwork out later. What needs doing?
New MX-13 for a start, tools so I can get this shit out of here, parts, and y'all need to tell me what computer and shit you got in there, 'cause I'm gonna need to program it in.
Anything else?
Well, safety hat, a wrench, some of those fancy robots over there that can do all the heavy lifting, and bubblegum.
Bubblegum.
Yep, or Nordic Spirit.
Ooh, I know what she's talking about. Here, have a pouch.
Hey, stick it in the top, will ya? Got grease on me. Thanks, Chief.
What is that?
It's a tobacco pouch that goes between your lip and gum, usually above the top teeth.
Huh. Right. Can you start now?
Yep, leave her to me. Hey, give me your number, both of you, so I know who to call.
Okay. Here.
Got it. And yours? Got it. Thanks. Alright, give me a few hours, I'll send a text. Right now, though, out the garage, you two. Gotta get to work.
The day rolled on, and everyone was resting, except for Jade, who was walking the streets of Bristol, pondering the day's events. Something had changed about the day's structure that she wasn't used to. It frustrated her. Over the past year, she's steamrolled everything into submission, from the courts to Evo, tech, to the NHS accepting the limb project to help people missing limbs. Here, she hit a wall. One moment, she's bringing Holly back as a healed human being, and the next, she's arguing with Joe and a complete stranger who happened to know her way around mechanics. That wasn't the only thing that was messing with her mind. She had been told a word that she hasn't heard in all her time since starting this company. No. The word stuck in her mind.
Stings, doesn't it?
The voice in her head said.
Yes.
She softly replied, looking around and making sure no one could hear her.
Safety first. He hasn't seen what's under all this fake skin and robotic parts. What the fuck would he know about what you can do? Or should I say, me?
Either one of us, to be frank. But
But what? Don't tell me you're considering what he said.
I have to.
Oh, I have too. God, listen to yourself. Since when has that ever stopped you before? One man says something and you freeze in your tracks.
He knows something.
Yeah, and I bet he ain't gonna reveal it unless we press him. Oh God, you're trusting a cop. Come on, fuck's sake.
Unlike you, I can actually put trust in people.
Yeah, look how that worked out for me. You came into existence because I died. And what am I now?
Nothing but a glitch between my hippocampus and my cybernetics.
A glitch. I'm reduced to being just a glitch. Yeah, thanks for confirming that, bitch.
You keep starting this shit, Jake. I'm going to strike back.
You don't... Wait, who's that?
Jade looks up, not realizing she's been walking on autopilot this whole time. She's in an alleyway, and in front of her, just visible, were two gleaming red eyes. The figure stepped forward, revealing herself more. Jade instantly recognized the figure. It was the woman who was trying to skin Holly.
Looky here. Long time no see. It's been nearly a month?
Jade frowned, setting the bags that she was carrying down gently.
I was wondering when I was going to bump into you. Where's your friends?
They didn't make the cut. Good set of teeth from them, though.
You killed them?
Wouldn't put it like that. More like their subscription to usefulness expired.
Jade's eyes narrowed, looking to her. Her right hand clenched into a fist, all the knuckles popping as she did.
Also, you took away the fishy fish. That hide of hers could have fetched a good price on the market.
Her name is Holly. She is now my daughter.
Aw, ain't that cute? Got a little family going now, huh? What's the matter? Couldn't do it the old-fashioned way?
I want this bitch dead.
No, we take her alive, Jake.
Wasting time. She...
Can't pay for her crimes if she's dead.
Jade put her right hand behind her back, but realized she didn't have the pistol Joe gave her. She patted her back, suddenly realizing she was without a firearm.
Shit.
Emergency baton, top left arm.
Jade quickly tapped open the panel and pulled out a small pole no bigger than her palm. She tapped the bottom and it extended 4 times, with a ball on the end.
Oh, what's the matter? No fancy gun this time?
This is a bit more personal.
The woman smirked, walking forward with a knife. Jade locked onto it in her lenses, identifying it as military grade. This was no longer about finesse. This was about slaughter. Jade slowly walked to her, and the woman grinned from ear to ear, showing her silver teeth. Eventually, both broke into a run, lunging forward, weapons ready. The clash of metal echoing throughout the alley. Jade hopped back as she took a quick swipe to her stomach. She swung her baton down, but missed the woman's shoulder. The woman backed up, eyeing her the whole time. Jade darted forward, swinging for her leg, but the woman quickly swung wildly to Jade's left, catching the metal arm in the process. As Jade pulled her left side back, rolling with the hit, she swung the baton in her right hand at the woman's leg. A thunderous smack sent her reeling, rubbing her leg. Jade looked to the scratch on the paint job on her arm. She then turned her attention to the woman again, who smirked and darted forward. She turned the knife into a reverse grip and swings for Jade's right hand, trying to trap the back of her hand to the blade. Thinking quickly, Jade kicked the woman's knee. She fell from the force and quickly swiped across Jade's left leg, which staggered her. Seeing her opening, she lunged forward. Jade aimed the baton's tip for just under the woman's armpit and jammed it in hard, pushing her back, forcing her to wince in pain. The woman swapped hands with the knife and ran forward once again. Jade's defensive posture allowed her to smack the baton against the knife, parrying the wild swings at a frantic pace. The woman pushed in, but Jade cracks the baton across her back, feeling the shoulder blade give way under the pressure. This didn't slow the woman down, and she pushed herself up, trying to grab Jade's mechanical hand, missing, but continuously trying. On the 5th try, she grabbed Jade's hair and yanked her forward. Thinking quickly, Jade used her mechanical hand to push into a handstand and used her right leg to kick the woman in the face. She let go instantly and landed on her back. Jade sprung back to her feet and this time went on the offensive by diving in. This turned out to be a mistake as the woman slashed Jade's right arm. Jade rolled through, quickly checking the area, finding a new chink in her gauntlet. The fabric and her skin had been cut. She gritted her teeth and quickly turned to see the woman trying to stamp on her torso. Jade rolled away, got back to her feet and swung the baton at the woman's head. She ducked and kept pressing until her and Jade were against the wall. Jade felt a sharp pain in her stomach. The woman had stuck a good 4 inches of blade into her. Jade's mechanical hand grabbed it and yanked it out, headbutting the woman as she did, knocking her back.
That was a half-decent defense.
She swiped the blade to her side, throwing the blood off, and stood there, smiling.
Come on, get up. Can't have your daughter worrying about you when she can mourn over your death.
Jade got back up on her feet. Immediately, she went for the knife hand, trying to grab it. Her lenses predicted several possible positions. She was finally successful, only to realize the knife was not in the woman's left hand anymore. The woman quickly swung upwards, the knife in her right hand, catching Jade straight in her left cheek, the metal grinding against the USB port. The tip punctured her left eye. Screaming, Jade fell back, holding her face. The woman, exhausted, staggered backwards, falling onto the side of a large bin. She forced herself back to her feet, looking at the damage. Jade got to her knees, warning signs flashing in her right lens.
Get up! She's too comfortable in close range. Stick to sweeping. Remember your train.
The woman frowned, looking to her. Jade raised her head, the remains of her left eye hanging on her cheek. Jade growled, gripped the eye stalk, and yanked it out in a sharp motion. The woman took a few steps back, seeing something in Jade happening in real time. Her right eye flashed, and a bright ocean blue took over it. The blue light started pulsing in every vein, but not on her mechanical components. She grabbed the baton and lunged straight into the woman, hand on her throat. They both crashed to the floor, but with surprising strength, Jade rolled through, still carrying her, and threw her into the wall, the sound of bone meeting brick echoing throughout. The woman shook her head and went in for Jade's weapon arm. Jade quickly snapped the hilt into the woman's temple in return. The woman took a second, then quickly tried to swipe up again, but Jade's mechanical hand caught the blade, and Jade slammed the baton several times into the woman's neck, quickly turned it horizontal, and pushed her back. The woman's eyes locked onto Jade's in a panic, but she quickly flung the knife to her offhand and slashed against Jade's mechanical arm. The hold was broken, and the woman turned the knife backwards, catching Jade's knuckles and slicing them as she dragged back, a chunk of flesh flying off, along with the baton. Looking to her hand, Jade saw the damage and growled. Jade quickly ran to her with her hand open. The woman ran straight to her and slashed forward. Jade grabbed the knife arm with both hands, kicked her right foot into the woman's leg, and hyper-extended the arm until the forearm cracked, bones snapping out the side. Jade, without hesitation, spun the broken arm around, knife still firmly gripped by hers and the woman's, and impaled her in the stomach. Time froze. She looked Jade in the eye. She then looked down and saw that Jade had punctured her stomach with the whole knife and even rammed in some of the grip. Blood trickled to the floor, the drops louder than the city noise itself. The woman spat out some teeth. They hit Jade's nose and rattled to the floor. Jade leaned in closer, almost nose to nose with her.
An eye. For an eye.
Jade, with one furious pull, ripped the knife out the side of the woman's stomach. Mechanical components fell out, along with oil. Her organs had been replaced, and on them, the Evo Tech logo. Jade's eye caught this as she fell over in a heap. Her lens had been cracked during the fight, but enough was functioning that she could analyze that the mechanical components, life support units, still operational. Even though on the outside it would keep her alive, the blue in Jade's eye and veins slowly died down, returning to their original colors.
What was that?
Jake's voice had now been silenced, as warnings lit up in Jade's lens. The lights on her USB cheek ports and nose light turned red. She didn't even realize she had collapsed. Jade gripped her stomach, feeling that she was still bleeding, and even more so from the back of her hand. Jade's head went light, a familiar feeling she had before when she was being rushed back to the emergency room as Jake. She noticed the coil in her upper left arm had overheated. She quickly ripped the panel off and placed the back of her hand onto it. Roaring with pain, Jade burnt her hand shut, but the exposure had loosened the connector, and the mechanical arm fell off. In searing pain, she then grabbed the arm and used what remaining heat there was to burn her stomach shut. Jade hit the floor convulsing, Pain and flashbacks were screaming through her head. As the alarms blaring in her head were deafening her, she saw an automated message pop up in the middle. Emergency contacts, list, empty, select 999 or another number. Her emergency prompt led her to sputter out Joe's name. Contact Joe, press confirm to continue. She reached into her pocket, the fabric aggravating the fresh burns she had inflicted on herself to stop the bleeding. She pulled it out, the screen partly cracked. She quickly looked for the prompt, hitting it as quick as she could, but it was becoming increasingly hard to see as tears were welling up in her eye. After 4 rings, Joe picked up.
Hello?
Joe.
Jade. Jade, are you okay? You sound different. What's...
Help me.
Jade! Jade! What's going on? Where are you?
Can't see 2 of us. Allie. I lost my eye.
Jade, listen carefully. Stay on the line. I need to triangulate your coordinates. Keep that phone on no matter what, okay?
Hurry.
Jade, stay awake. I'm on my way.
Jade slumped on her side, pain overtaking her. She could hear Joe calling from the speaker but had no way to respond. As she led there, the fight flashed through her head. Something changed when Jade lost her eye, but she couldn't tell what. What was it the woman saw? She saw Jade's eye and veins glow blue, but Jade couldn't see that herself. All she felt was rage and anger. Instead of fear of losing her eye, she got angry. She felt it surge, but didn't even try to stop it. Was it anger of what this woman tormenting her about Holly? Was it anger from having to fight again? The thinking was interrupted suddenly by flashing blue lights, along with a siren. Joe rushed to her side, seeing Jade in a heap, blood coating the floor. He looked to the other woman, pointing the other officers and medical team to check. Joe put a hand on Jade's chest. She had a pulse, but her right leg was now smoking. Joe looked and quickly used a knife to cut through the fabric, showing the top component was hissing. He opened up the panel and saw the wires had melted through. The screen inside was barely functioning.
That's a Model 12.
Said one of the paramedics.
Put in 790. That activates the release mechanism.
790. Got it.
Joe quickly put his hand on the leg and flung it away, letting it hiss as it hit the ground.
Jesus Christ, what have you done, girl?
Boss!
Jerry, Lewis, I want you to get the camera feed from here, find out what happened, and report it straight to me.
You got it, but this one's gonna be a gold mine.
Jerry, what?
That woman over there, she's Elizabeth Bartley, or that is what she calls herself. One of them metal cult weirdos. And breathing by the looks of it, despite the mess.
Good, fine. Yeah, she isn't going anywhere.
Chief, here. Put her on here.
Right. Jade Summers has mechanical components on her, still has her original organs. The emergency system is stopping her from temporary cardiopulmonary arrest. She's going to need a medic and a mechanical specialist.
Got it. We'll load her in. We're taking off immediately because we don't have the ability to work her mechanics here.
Go, I'll follow in the car. You two, get to the bottom of this.